Hello everyone, welcome back to Sid's Art. This is Siddesh and today I will show you how to install the latest version of Inkscape on Ubuntu, and I will also show you how to make this beautiful piece of vector art. And before we start, I would like to mention that if you love Inkscape, then please go and check out my channel. It is full of Inkscape illustrations and tutorials. I am pretty sure you'll find them useful. So to get the latest stable version for your system, you're gonna need to use PPA. So first press Alt Ctrl T and open a terminal, and then inside the terminal type this command. You can get this command in the description. I have added it there. So once it is done, now we can download the Inkscape. So the latest version of Inkscape is 0.92 and it will take a while. Oops, that was a typing mistake. Okay, so our Inkscape is installed. Now let's just check its version. You can see 0.92. Now to launch the Inkscape, just type Inkscape and press enter. Here we go. So before we start drawing, let's go to File, Document Properties, and disable the page borders. And also go to View, Zoom, and set zoom 1 to 1. Alright, so let's create a piece of base. So select the ellipse tool, press Ctrl key on the keyboard and draw a perfect circle. Now you can see as I scale this up or down, stroke width is also changing and we don't want that, so just disable this icon which says when scaling objects, scale the strokes. So I'll disable it. Now you can see the stroke width remains same. So I'll go to the stroke tab and let's set stroke width equal to 20. Okay. Now I will select the Bezier tool and press Ctrl key on the keyboard and draw a straight line. And I will set the stroke width to, let's try 50. Now let's get more. Okay, this much should be enough. Okay, now let's try 80. Okay, 80 is enough. Now I will bring the horizontal guideline and then select this snap items rotation center and snap this to the rotation center of the line. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Now we'll select the node tool and drag this line along this horizontal guideline. About this much. And then finally select the round cap. So here we got our thin crust. Okay, but you can see it's still a line, so let's convert it into an object. So go to path and click on stroke to path, and let's give it some color. And also I will turn on the stroke. Let's make it 20. Okay. Now I will select the circle and select the ellipse tool and click here and type 45. Now I will flip this vertically and press Ctrl and Shift on the keyboard and scale this up about this much. Okay, then rotate this object. Now let's make some pepperonis. So I'll select the ellipse tool, press Ctrl key on the keyboard and draw a circle, and let's make it a whole circle. Also, I will set the stroke width to 15 or maybe 12. Okay, and I will press Ctrl D to duplicate this. Okay, now I will select this object and press Ctrl D. Now I will select this object at the top and press Shift key on the keyboard, and then I will select this circle and go to path and intersection. Now I'll repeat this process for these two. So I will press Ctrl. Okay, let's make it a bigger ellipse. Okay, and I will send this object to the top. Now let's give this pepperonis pink color, maybe red. Okay, red is fine. And this base, a yellow color. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'll select this base, press Ctrl D and duplicate it. Now I will remove his stroke, and I'll press Ctrl D again to duplicate it one more time. I'll give it something some other color. Now I'll bring it here. Now I'll press Shift key on the keyboard, select both the objects, go to path and click difference. Now let's make this object a dark red, and I will bring this object to the top. I'll select the node tool and adjust it a little bit. Okay, this is bothering me, so I will disable the snap nodes and place this over here. Okay, that's perfect. Now I will send it below the pepperoni. Alright, this is fine. Now let's make some black olives. So I'll select the circle tool and turn on the stroke, and I will remove the fill. Now I'll press Ctrl and Shift and scale it down. Now I'll just make a bunch of copies and okay, now select the ellipse tool and make few more circles. This time I will disable the strokes and fill the object with light pink color. And I will make bunch of duplicates and repeat this process for all the pepperonis. So I'm just pressing Ctrl key and resizing the circle. That's it. Now we'll copy the remaining ones from here just to save some time. Okay, now I will add some red circles with strokes enable. And I'll make it red. And now finally let's make some leaves. So I will select the circle tool and draw an ellipse like this, and then I will get rid of the stroke. And let's give this color. And now I'll just make bunch of copies of this using Ctrl D, and I will reorient it randomly. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the rectangle tool and make a rectangle like this, and I will place it over here. Then select the node tool and you can see there's this circle here, so I will click on it and drag it down. Then I will press Ctrl D and duplicate this one, place it over here. I'll reduce its size a little bit. Okay, now press Shift key on the keyboard, select these two objects and this pizza base, and go to path and click union. Oh, I think I should increase the distance between it, so I'll press Ctrl Z. Now press Shift key, select three objects and go to path and union. Okay, now select the node tool, and you can see there are these two nodes, so I'll just press Shift key on the keyboard and select these two nodes. And make a circle like this. Now in order to make it look smooth, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this handle and press Ctrl key and make sure it's straight vertically, and do the same for this one. Now if you want to reduce this width, you can just select these two nodes, press Ctrl key on the keyboard and just drag them to the left, and drag this handle. Okay, so now I will select this base, go to node tool, and I will double click here. That will give me a new node. Okay, and I will double click here. No, I will double click. Yeah, I will double click here. Now I'll select these two nodes and click on delete the segment between them, and then I will select these two nodes and do the same. Okay, just in case if you don't have this round caps, what you can do is go to the stroke style and make the cap round. Okay, so now I'll make a small circle here of about the same size and fill it with the black color. Okay, so we are almost done. Just let's make another circle. Or no, I think I should just duplicate this one and press Ctrl Shift on the keyboard and increase the size like this, and then remove its stroke paint and give it a lighter shade of yellow, and then I will lower it to the background. And then I'll repeat the same process for these two. Now you can see our basic structure is ready. So what we have to do now is just give it some shading. So what I'm gonna do is select the Bezier tool and make a line like this. So I'm pressing Ctrl key to make sure that it's straight line. I'll click here and make an object like this. Now I'll fill it with the black color and remove its strokes, and let's reduce the opacity to, let's say, 18. Now I'll select this base, press Ctrl D on the keyboard, and then select this object and go to path and intersection. Now I'll repeat the process for this one. So what I'm gonna do is press Ctrl D and duplicate this object, and I will remove its stroke paint, fill it with black color, opacity equal to 18, and I will place it over here, and I will click it again so I can get the rotation angles, and I will drag this rotation center to over here, and I will finally rotate it like this. Good. Okay, and lastly I will duplicate this one and then press shift key and select this shadow object, go to path and click intersection. Alright, so you can see we are done with our pizza vector. Hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe and check other videos on my channel. See you soon.